I'm Miriam Joy and welcome to my studio. Today I wanted to show you the craft templates that I have designed and have manufactured just for me. I want to show you how simple they are to use for adults and children and why I believe they're a necessity for every classroom and home. They work on just about any type of item that you want to. Here's a fabric bag that I did. I used the oval shapes for the fishes and I used the circles for the bubbles, and that was a fun project to do. Also on fine arts, on items that are difficult to put a template on, they work very well with different craft projects, especially for kids, to just brighten things up as well as decorate. But also one of the really big things that people love about this item is the quilters really like the squares, so they can use them with their quilts, and also the circles. They do a lot of circles and they can make the buttons out of them as well. And it is really popular with the scrapbook people as well as Entangle. They like to work with it on their paper and they don't have to worry about taking the time to align their different size templates up. These were some art projects that my daughter made in college, as well as designing a custom bag for a gift to give to your friend or just brighten up a package. And I wanted to show you one last thing here with our school projects and how simple and quick those are to do for any kid. You have the ovals for that part, you have some squares, you have some circles as well, and how that really brightens that school project up as well. So I'm going to show you how simple these are to use. The craft templates are made of 1/16 rubber, and it's very flexible, and that's what makes them really nice to work with all type of surfaces and materials, because it kind of adheres to it a little bit instead of being really slippery like the plastics or the material type templates. Currently we have the ovals, the square, and the circles, and then we also have the mini template as well. I would love to also design hearts, stars, diamonds, and just keep on going from there. So the current templates out there kind of are designed where you have different things, different types of material, and as you can see, there's nothing like this. And if you were working with one of these and you tried to put it on a project, you've got all of this to deal with as well. And also the type of material isn't as nice. So we're going to show you how easy it is to use the rubber templates here, and I have just interlocked all of these, and because they're punched out that way, how easy it is to do a shape within a shape. And I just currently lined them up like that, and I'm just taking it and setting it down, taking out the next one, pulling it out, and because you've already lined those circles up, so you get a circle within a circle within a circle within a circle, and you just keep on going, so forth and so on, and you get all these great circles. Another thing I like to do, like if I was working on a school project, I just come in here and I first do my outside line, and then I just color it as I'm holding it down, and I don't have to worry about it slipping out on me that easy. And you can see you color that whole area really fast and simple. Now we do have the minis, and they work basically the same way. When you do get into the bigger areas, I like to slip the next size around it to make these a little bit more stable, because there are a bigger variety of circles. There is 8 of the minis and there is 7 of the large. And when I'm working with the squares, I find it helpful if I hold them in the corners as well. If you need help holding them on, I like to use the Doris removable glue dots, and I envision having my own line. These are a little bit larger for the circles or the templates. So I cut them in half with the scissors, and then I just simply remove them and then put them on my template. Now remember, these are the removable glue dots, so that's what makes them work well. And we were talking earlier about how these can go around corners or different things like that, and you just simply put it into place and you do your shape. And you could do these on walls, decorate a kid's room, all kinds of fun things as well. We wanted to show you some different items so you really think outside the box. In this case, I have a little rock, and I just simply laid it down there, and I'm going to put my little square on. So there is my little square. And you see how fast these are going on. That's what makes these really nice. I love the mini circles with Christmas ornaments. I do a lot of Christmas ornaments. And you can see I just simply hold this in place. And I'm using a grease pencil here. And we're putting that on. And it didn't want to work on me as well. My grease pencil didn't. So we have our little design there. You could also use a permanent marker or paint or whatever you wanted to do on that. I have just a fun little case of bubbles here. And I wanted to put a little bit of an oval on these. And you could write a kid's name or something like that. But look, by just laying it down like that, this would be great for a little kid's party. Just put that on. And let's write Katie on it. So Katie knows that these are Katie's bubbles. Okay, so we did that. And you need a gift bag real quick for a friend here. And you don't have a nice decorated one, you just have an inexpensive one here. And let's just decorate this up real quick. Let's put a flower on it. Another thing I like to do, and I usually use with my charcoal pencil so I can remove the lines later, is if I'm doing things at a certain line or something, I can mark those lines right onto my, so they line up next time when I move it right onto my template. And I just simply line that up when I move it. So we're just going to move this around here. And one more time here. And just finish our flower there. And of course we got to give it a little bit. And then on my other little bag I used my oval to make my little leaf on my stem. But there you have a cute little flower just whipped right up. I also want to show you how easy it is to use on glass. And I thought it would be really neat if you did painted it with the etching paint and put a person's initials in it and kind of decorated it with a candle for a wedding. I thought that would be really cool. So we're just going to put that pattern on right there so that we can come in and paint that and see how fast and simple that is. So we've tried to give you all types of scenarios and show you how fast these go on, and all of these simple crafts and household projects and school projects that you could use the craft templates on. So I hope you enjoyed our little video today, and please email me at art@miriamjoy.com and tell me what you think. God bless.